2016 Republican presidential candidate, former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee. Governor, how are you? Good to see you.
Great to see you, Sean. Nice to be on the show.
Let's talk about this summit this weekend and your thoughts on what happened at this last debate.
Well, I wasn't at the summit, but I was at the debate, although there were times I wondered why I even needed to be. I only got 3 questions all night. And I think the big concern for many of us is, look, ask us the hardest questions you want to bring. After all, we are running for president of the United States. We can handle your tough questions, but it's hard to handle your questions when we don't get any. And I think it's a matter of the allocation of time, because the people who are going to vote in the Republican primary need to know what it is we believe, what we're going to do. So challenge me on the fair tax. If you don't think the fair tax is a good idea, bring it on. Let's talk about it.
I've actually interviewed you many times about that, which I like the fair tax, and I think that you make a compelling case. Here's the issue, though. When John Harwood starts advocating and saying, quoting unnamed sources that say, well, that your idea has as much chance of success as you flying off this stage. Haven't we crossed a line here? And I don't imagine that these moderators would treat Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders that way.
Well, they didn't treat them that way in the debate that they had. It was softballs. And yes, that is no longer an inquiry. That's an advocacy point of view. It's an editorial comment. Now, again, I think all of us are big enough to handle that kind of stuff, but it just shows a complete contempt for those who are running for president on the Republican ticket. But what you said at the beginning of the segment, Sean, I think is the most important point. The real loser of that debate turned out to be CNBC. And the real winners? I think CNBC, let's give them credit. They did one thing that I didn't think was possible. They brought all the Republican candidates together on that stage. They brought us together in spirit and unity in our equal contempt about the manner in which that debate was conducted.
I really appreciated what you did during that debate, because you, Governor Christie, Marco Rubio, and Ted Cruz got it all started. You guys took on the media, but you also did something that impressed me. As you said, I'm wearing a Trump tie, and everybody up here would do a much better job than our current president or any of the Democrats running for president. I'm sure that's not easy to do when you want the job, but you did it anyway.
Well, look, I think all of us are trying out to be the quarterback, but I want to get the job because I play a better game, not because I broke the legs of the other people trying out. And the fact is, I don't dislike anybody on that stage.
So you're not planning on breaking any fellow Republicans' legs in the course of this. That's good. That's good to know.
I really, that's not the point, because we're going to have to support each other when the nominee is finally selected. And the cheap shot question that I was asked about Donald Trump and his moral authority, I'm going to tell you something, Sean. You know how I can tell you something about Donald Trump's moral authority? Look at the relationship he has with his adult children. They've all turned out to be very successful. They're very respectful, and they love their father. They're very respectful of their father. That tells me everything I need to know about whether or not he has the moral authority. Now, did I hurt myself as a candidate because I recognized the qualities of another? I don't think so. I don't think America wants to elect a president because he can say horrible things about other Republicans. I think they want to elect one because he's got the kind of executive experience and because he's got the toughness to fight the Clintons, and he's willing to go and take on the tough jobs and the tough challenges.
All right, Governor, well said. Thank you so much, as always, for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.